Let that sink in. You call yourself lazy, useless, unlovable, a failure. And then you wonder why you're stuck, why your confidence is shattered, why you keep sabotaging your own life. Here's the raw truth. Your destiny isn't being shaped by your boss, your parents, or your past. It's being shaped by the voice in your own head. For most, that voice has become the executioner of dreams. But what if, for just 3 days, you flip the script? What if you spoke to yourself like someone worth fighting for? Not with fluff, not with fake affirmations, but with fire, with fury, like a warrior. Like royalty, like an unstoppable force of nature. Try it for 3 days and your mind will change. Try it, and the world will finally see the version of you that's been buried for too long. Because the way you speak to yourself becomes the way you treat yourself. And the way you treat yourself, that becomes your life. So why are you still talking to yourself like you're broken? Like you're not enough? Like your dreams are too far? Your energy too low? Your time too short? Stop, right now. Here's the truth. Your mind is not your ally until you train it to be. Every time you whisper weakness, every time you agree with fear, with doubt, with delay, you're building the cage you'll live in for the rest of your life. So let me ask you, what if you spoke to yourself the way a warrior speaks in battle? With certainty, with command, with fire, for 3 days. Just 3. What if you refused to speak a single word of defeat? How different would your life look? If that voice in your head became your greatest coach instead of your cruelest enemy, because that voice is the most powerful force in your life. And if it's weak, your results will be weak. But if that voice becomes a war cry, then nothing can stop you. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to wake you up, to shake you out of the trance of your own self-doubt. Look at your life. Look at your results. You want to know how you got here? It's not your boss. It's not your past. It's the story you keep telling yourself. That quiet, sneaky story that says, I'm too tired. It's too late. I'm not ready. That's not truth. That's treason. Against your potential, your future, your power. So for the next 3 days, I want you to talk to yourself like your life depends on it. Because it does. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I don't run from pressure, I become it. Say it like a command, like a declaration of identity. You don't need more motivation. You are motivation. You are motivation. You don't need energy, you create it. You don't need the perfect plan. You just need to decide, right now, decide that your life is no longer available for weakness. Decide that your mouth will no longer speak limitation. Decide that your mind will no longer tolerate cowardice. You want transformation? It starts with language. You want domination? It starts with identity. You want to be unstoppable? It starts with how you speak when no one's watching. Because when the room is silent and the fear creeps in, your voice must rise. This is where I level up. This is where the old me dies. I don't care how many times you've failed. I care about what you do right now. You can keep speaking like a victim, or you can speak like a warrior. Speak power, certainty, and purpose into your soul for just 3 days and you will never go back. This is your moment. No more soft talk, no more lies. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're willing to fight for. So get up, stand tall, and speak to yourself like the king or queen you were born to be. Talk like your life depends on it, because it does. Reward discipline, not results. Because when you become the kind of person who follows through, no matter what, results aren't a question, they're a guarantee. When your mind whispers, I don't feel like it, you smile. Because now you've caught the lie. That's not your truth. That's the resistance. That's a resistance. And resistance? That's the signal. Most people quit there. But for you, that's the edge. That's the doorway and you're stepping through it. This isn't about hype. This is about rewiring your operating system. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You need to decide right now that your life is built on action, not emotion, on execution, not excuses. So here's your choice. Live a life of comfort and regret, or burn the weakness, build the habit, and walk into every damn room like you own it. Because when discipline becomes your default, you become inevitable. Let me tell you something. The frustration, the mediocrity, the fear, that stuck feeling, that's the life you've decided to tolerate. Yeah, I said it. Your reality is a reflection of what you've been willing to settle for. And if that doesn't make you want to scream, you're not awake yet. Here's the truth. You don't get what you want. You get what you believe you deserve. Some of you have had your thermostat set to survival mode for so long, You forgot you were born to dominate, to show up hungry, to be dangerous, to be unignorable. You want change? Then raise your standard, not tomorrow, not later, right now. The gap between who you are and who you want to be, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's not timing, it's your standard. And until that changes, nothing else will. So let me ask you, how many days have you ended in regret? Not because of what someone else did, but because you played small, you pulled back, you didn't bring the fire. That pain, that gut punch, that's the universe screaming, step the hell up. Because the only thing worse than failing is waking up in 5 years and realizing you never even tried. Stop lying to yourself. You don't need more time. You need a standard that makes excuses impossible. The standard of, I don't miss. The standard of, I execute. No matter what. No matter what. The standard of, I don't leave the gym, the desk, the mission till it's done. Because standards aren't goals, they're minimums. They're what you do, even on your worst day. And most people, their standard is comfort. Their standard is when I feel like it. That standard is killing them. So break it right now. If you want to raise your life, you must raise the expectation you hold of yourself, period. Ask yourself this, what is the highest version of me demand? Not want, demand. What level of health? What level of wealth? What kind of relationship? What kind of energy, discipline, legacy? Now ask. Are my daily actions aligned with that version of me? If not, that's the problem. But don't panic. You can flip the switch today. Want tactical fire? Here it is. Audit your environment. Who's around you? Do they stretch you or do they soothe your mediocrity? Cut the noise, elevate the room, redefine your identity. Every morning, decide who you are. Say it out loud, then act like it's already true. Attach pain to your old standard. Staying the same should feel like suffering. Make it unbearable to stay stuck. Get leverage, find a why that burns. Make not following through more painful than pushing forward. Make a power move. Today, not a thought, not a dream. An action, a call, a rep, a post, a step, something that screams. Because when you raise your standard, you don't need motivation. You become motivation. You stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for clarity. You stop reacting to life. And you start commanding it. This is your intervention. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to challenge everything holding you back. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to break through. So burn the old standard to the ground. Build a life that scares you into becoming savage. Because if you don't build the life you want, you'll be forced to live a life you hate. Let that sink in. Tattoo it on your soul. Because you're not stuck because of your situation. You are stuck because you won't move. And here's what no one wants to say out loud. You're responsible for every inch of the life you're living. If you're not living with fire, focus, and obsession, it's because you let comfort seduce you. It whispers, you're doing okay, but deep down you know okay isn't enough. So let me rip the blindfold off. If you don't create a life that excites you, you'll inherit one that exhausts you. You'll wake up years from now wondering, how the hell did I end up here? Burger. And the worst pain won't be what you did. It'll be what you didn't do, the risks you didn't take, the shots you didn't fire, the dream you buried under excuses. You want power? You want passion? You want freedom? Then own your life like your soul is on the line. Because it is. You think you have time? Time is laughing at you. While you scroll, doubt, hesitate, your future is slipping through your fingers. You need to wake up. You need to decide. This isn't about a better week. This is about rebirth. You are not here to repeat the cycle. You are not here to tiptoe safely to death. You are here to burn the old you to the ground and build something undeniable, brick by relentless brick. So step into your power, or surrender it, raise your standard, or regret it, because no one's coming to save you, but you can save yourself, so get up. Lock in. And remember this, when you raise your standard, you raise your life.